So now today our topic is friction on inclined plane. So coming into means already friction on black, friction between the blacks. Vertical plane I have given. So I'm coming back from the last topic in friction. So inclined plane, and finally introduction of the friction and what is friction and how to find out some horizontal the frictional problems related to horizontal case also I'll explain. So now friction on inclined plane here. Right. So consider inclined plane, it is fixed and smooth too. So this is angle of friction. Sorry, this is angle of inclination. So if alpha is angle of friction, so now the theta is equal to alpha, then theta is called angle of repose also. That means, so where the black on which angle of inclination, the black ready to slide. The black ready to slide. That means frictional force is equal to mg sin theta. So whereas frictional force I can write, so mu mg cos theta. Mu mg cos theta. So if alpha is that equal to mg sin theta, whereas alpha is coefficient of friction, this alpha is friction, not coefficient of friction. So angle of friction. So here this is angle of friction alpha consider. So this is normal force and frictional force. Let it frictional force and normal force. So now tan alpha is equal to mu I will write. So write in the place of tan alpha. Here tan alpha is equal to tan theta. That implies theta is equal to alpha when the black is ready to slide. That means for inclined angle, for one of the inclined angle, so angle of friction is equal, then the frictional force is equal to mg sin theta. Or whereas frictional force is acting on the black is how much is asking means, so you have to verify given mu value and tan theta value. For given theta, tan theta you have to verify, and given mu value for the inclination you have to verify. So when those two are equal, means mu and tan theta are equal, then frictional force is equal to mg sin theta. Suppose so inclination is theta is equal to 30 degrees, and here mu is equal to 1 by root 3 is given. Mu is equal to 1 by root 3. So that means what? This theta will become tan theta is equal to tan alpha. That means theta is called angle of repose. So in this case, what is the frictional force? F is equal to mg sin theta. That is equal to mg into 1 by 2. So that is equal to mg by 2. So I hope you understand this. If theta is more than 30, that means theta is equal to 37 or 45. 45 is given. Then mu value is equal to 1 by root 3. So here the frictional force is not equal to, here in this case, the frictional force is equal to mu mg cos 45, not mu mg sin 30 or sin 45. I hope this example understand. Where theta is means friction, tan theta value and coefficient of friction, tan alpha value. Both are equal. In that case, the frictional force is equal to mg sin theta, in that no doubt at all. Not mu into m. If theta is more than angle of repose, that means the tan theta value is greater than tan alpha. You can ask tan theta is less than tan alpha, that means mu. So then also up to that level, tan theta is equal to mu. Up to that theta angle of inclination, the frictional force is equal to mg sin theta only. So when theta is more than mu, tan alpha, therefore tan theta is more than theta is. So suppose theta is more than mu, tan theta value is more than mu, or that means tan alpha, then friction is not equal to mg sin theta. Up to this value, friction equal to mg sin theta only, that no doubt at all. So I hope you understand this. So now on this inclination, the questions will come like this. The questions are, they will ask to find out time taken is how much, the acceleration in reaching down is how much, and velocity, force need to pull or push or prevent. And the cases will ask. So many of the problems on this topic only. And here comparison of these quantities, time, acceleration, velocity, the force comparison while moving upwards and downwards, coming downwards. So like that questions will come. So maximum I'll try to these questions and all I'll explain after a concept. Here I have taken some questions, some models. So before that, see one concept involved here, how to calculate the friction, related cases on inclined plane. So now consider one inclination, that means wedge with some angle theta. So here theta is angle of inclination. So here is block of mass m is there. So it is well known that G always downwards. So now it has two components. One is perpendicular component, another one is along the component. So this perpendicular component is mg cos theta, and along this component is equal to mg sin theta. So as we discussed, this theta is not, this theta is less than or equal to angle of friction, then F equal to mg sin theta. Suppose, consider the situation, the block is accelerating downwards. Is accelerating downwards. So that means there is a friction here, opposite direction to the acceleration. That implies free body diagram, MA is equal to mg sin theta minus mu mg cos theta, because friction is equal to mu into n. So here n is equal to mg cos theta. So now mg g take common means mg take common and cancel here m. So a is equal to g into sin theta minus mu cos theta. So this is acceleration, the block is coming down. So similarly, if they are asking the velocity after reaching the ground, the velocity v is equal to, so velocity v is equal to root over 2a into L. L is the here. So L is length of inclination. So L is length of inclination. So that equal to AL. So that equal root over 2gl into sin theta minus mu cos theta. So velocity. In the same way they will ask. So distance traveled means L is equal to half a into t square, the acceleration into t square. From this time is equal to root over 2L by g of sin theta minus mu cos theta. Sin theta minus mu cos theta. So now here see, in the place of L, sometimes they can give H value. L will not give, but height of the inclination will. So height of the inclination they will give. Or in the place of theta they will mention the inclination 1 in x. So or 3 in 5. Like that they will mention in the questions. So 1 in x means 1 and x is the hypotenuse. L is equal to x. 1 in x meaning, that is. In some of the problems they will write the angle of inclination is 1 in x. Let's see how angle of inclination 1 in x means 1 is opposite to x is inclination, that is. So from that you can find out, then we know this hypotenuse value and one value, sin theta you can find out, cos theta you can find out, this is root over x square minus 1, tan theta, cot theta, whatever the value you can find out. In the right angle triangle, any two values you know, you can find out remaining values. So similarly here, if acceleration is constant, sorry, velocity is constant, for example, the block moving with velocity, constant velocity. So v is constant. That means whereas velocity is constant, acceleration is equal to 0. So that you can substitute here. That means mu is equal to g tan theta. That you can say. So now what is the velocity in reaching the ground? That equal to simply v is equal to root g sin theta into, see now, so where acceleration is not there, so it is not stopping the block there, right? It is coming, it is moving or coming down with the constant velocity. So acceleration is equal to 0, but it is covering the distance and taking the time and gaining the velocity. Right, here initial velocity is there something, so that will be moving with the same velocity in that case. So much time taken to reach ground. Same formula will apply. T is equal to root over 2L by, here A will become G sin theta alone will become. Because if you see, where it is moving with constant velocity, the mu is coming as tan theta, means tan alpha equal to tan theta. In that case, friction is only equal to mg sin theta. That means A is equal to g sin theta only. So where velocity is constant, so A is equal to 0, then mu is equal to tan theta. That means, so friction is equal to mg sin theta. So here how much velocity is there? The same velocity will continue. And here time taken to reach the ground is equal to, in this case, velocity is constant, acceleration is 0. So we are applying some force. That force is also lost. That will come later. So now F equal to mg sin theta, where tan theta is equal to mu. So then time taken to reach the ground is equal to root over 2L by g sin theta. It is like on smooth surface. So whereas mu, this is the formula, T is equal to root over 2L by g sin theta, which is equal to, which is the time taken on smooth surface, smooth incline surface. The velocity v is equal to root over 2gh. So that is, or that equal to root 2gl. So if it is equal to root over 2g sin theta into h, so where a is equal to g sin theta. So smooth surface and it is moving with constant velocity means only will take 2l by g, root 2gl. So like that. So incline means g sin theta will come. Otherwise will become g sin theta. F equal to ma here. So here F equal to ma or mg sin theta, that equal to mu into mg cos theta, because mu is equal to tan theta. Now here g will become sin theta, means on smooth inclined plane you go. This is. So now here comparison they will ask. Time on rough surface, which anyhow, see if we compare the time on rough surface, sin theta minus mu cos theta, but on the smooth surface time equal to root over 2l by g sin theta alone. Okay. So anyhow, this value, time on rough surface, is more than the time on smooth surface. So they will give the relation. Therefore, time taken by the black to slide down on the rough surface is equal to 2 times of time taken on smooth surface. Then find out the coefficient of mu they will ask. So that is very simple. So this one is equal to 2 into this one. So squaring on both sides and mu. The black is sliding down. The force required is how much to prevent it. So to prevent, how much force is needed, they will ask. So it is, let's consider an example here. The black is coming down with acceleration A. So then free body diagram, ma is equal to mg sin theta minus f plus f. So now f is equal to mg into sin theta minus mu cos theta minus ma. So it is moving constant velocity or acceleration 0, any one case. So then the preventing force from sliding is equal to mg into sin theta minus mu cos theta. So similarly, the force equated to pull upwards. The force equated to pull upwards with the black with constant speed or constant velocity along the inclination length. So that will be f plus f is equal to, here f is equal to mg plus mg into sin theta plus mu cos theta. So this is. So on this model of problems, how they will ask means the force of preventing. So here if you observe clearly, so force of prevent is equal to sin theta minus mu cos theta. Force of pulling upwards with same constant velocity is mg sin theta plus mu cos theta. It will be required more. To pull upward is more. So the preventing force or the force of pulling upward is 2 times of preventing force. So then coefficient of friction they will ask. Otherwise they will give the coefficient of friction and the theta value they will ask. So from this condition, given condition, so 2 times of preventing force is equal to force of pulling upward with same constant speed of same black on the same horizontal surface, that means same rough inclined surface. So then the roughness of that inclined surface mu is equal to tan theta by mu. If this roughness is increases for the same angle of incident, then mu is equal to tan theta by 2. That means the force is increased. The required force to slide up or to bring to pull upwards is 3 times of the sliding down. Okay, now that means preventing the force. The preventing force is 1 by 3 times of the force of pull. Otherwise, force of pull is 3 times of preventing force. In that case, tan theta mu is equal to tan theta by 2. So that means here mu value tan theta by 2 is more than tan theta by 3. Therefore, the mu value, required force when roughness is increased also increases. So next model. So on incline, so some of the inclined surface is smooth, so here, and some of the inclined surface is rough. So what is the ratio of these? Sometimes they'll give ratio. M is to n is half of the ratio, 1 is to 3 ratio. Then velocity they will ask. Time taken they will ask. So to solve all these questions, first I will go with the m is to n ratio. Then you can substitute the ratio values what they have given. So now see, first consider m length is smooth and n length is rough. N length is rough and m length is smooth. So now velocities I know here. VB velocity. So from this is the starting point. So reaching to point B, here is the velocity is maximum. And they will ask the questions are time ratio of time taken from here to here and here to B to down. Where will the velocity maximum? So at this point B only velocity is maximum. So in that case, what is the acceleration or coefficient of friction of this surface? So they will ask these three types of questions only on this type of model. So now see, the velocity B on smooth surface is equal to root 2g sin theta into the length is equal to L is equal to ml by m plus n. Because L length of the incline have divided into m plus n ratio. Therefore, m is equal to total length into m by m plus n. So similarly, n parts of the inclination is equal to L into n by m plus n. So that is, you know very well in NLM. So now velocities will come like this. So here final velocity also becomes 0 because of roughness of this part. So therefore, minus VB is equal to root over 2g, this value 2g sin theta minus mu cos theta into n by m plus n. And these two velocities are equal. And remember that. So this is here minus VB square, squaring on both sides and equating these two VBs means minus will become plus. Now sir, why you have taken minus here? If you take here plus, so here m minus n will come, so answers will come wrong. So that's why you have to go with minus VB square is equal to 2g into sin theta minus mu cos theta. Remember this, minus VB square equal to 2g into sin theta minus mu cos theta into L. So that you substitute these two VB values are equal. So this is minus of 2g into sin theta minus mu cos theta into L by m plus n. Ml by m plus n, this L by m plus n get cancelled. So finally tan theta is equal to mu n by m plus n will come. If you're not taking this one, m minus n will come, then it will be go wrong. The mu value will become 0, smooth surface, right? So which is studied. This is above the incline is discussed. Now here this model, this problem. So in calculation of this model, I'll write again, I'll take this one. So now question C. So here there is an incline with both equal angles 45 and 45. So two blocks, one is mass 2m. So another one is mass m. Placed on the inclination with the help of string like this, as shown in the figure. So now here coefficient of friction is equal to 2 by 3. Here coefficient of friction is equal to 1 by 3. So now, so the T value is not given. When T value is given, I can find out the frictional force. This is the M. So consider 1. This is second block. Therefore, F1 is equal to 2 by 3 into mg by root 2 will come, right? Because mg cos 45. Similarly, F2 is equal to 2 mg by mu into 2 mg by 3 root 3. So both F1 and F2 means maximum static friction between the surface are equal. So now in which direction it has to move? That is the means friction on first block and second block. How I have to consider? So either on first block is downwards or upwards. On the second block it is downwards or upwards. So here both the frictions are equal. 2 mg by 3 root 2. Here also 2 mg by 3 root 2. So let common acceleration here. So let's consider those two are moving with common acceleration. 2m is moving down and m is moving up. We can take m is moving down and 2m is coming up. So now that is, to take free body diagram of 2m, 2ma is equal to 2 mg by root 2 minus t plus f2. So similarly for first body, first block, means that is ma is equal to, so here in which direction I have to take friction? For that I initiated acceleration is upward direction. Therefore, MA is equal to 2 mg by root 2 plus F1 minus means this is T minus this value. So now add these two now, that implies, and friction 1 and friction 2 is same, therefore here it will be cancelled, TT get cancelled. 3 MA is equal to, so after adding that is equal to how much is coming? So 0 is coming. So TT get cancelled, F2 and F1 are get cancelled here. So this is 0 is coming here. So that means the blacks are not moving. So both the blacks are at rest in this course. Why means the friction taken an upward direction. Both the blacks are coming into rest. So now verify the only frictions between 2 mg by 3 root 2. We separately take the blacks now. So take blacks are separately considered. So 2m and 3m. Similar, other ratio is moving downwards, I will consider. So now initially this is the normal force mg, 2 mg by root 2 downwards. So this is the normal force, and here is the friction force. So here normal is equal to, it is not moving means mg. Now not moving, now other ratio is 0 is coming, therefore they are not moving. Mg 2 mg by root 2, normal force also 2 mg by root 2. So therefore the friction between this is what, how much is coming? Mu is equal to mu, that equal to 3 root 2. And mg sin 2 mg sin theta by 2. 2 mg into root 2. So now which is more? 2 mg by root 2 is more, right? That means the black have acceleration downwards automatically. So A2 have downward. So now A2 is having downwards means 2 mg sin theta means here I can find out the now theta value means tension. So for an inclined plane means rough horizontal surface also I will explain, then you will understand easily this one. Means what, that model also. See now for T by diagonal there is T also there, right? Now T plus F 2 mg by 3 root 2 is equal to 2 mg by root 2. So when black is not moving, acceleration is 0. Then T is equal to 2 mg by root 2 take common. 2 mg by root 2 if I take common. 1 minus 1 by 3 that equal to 2 by 3. The tension is equal to this is that equal to 4 mg by 3 root 2. So if this tension means why I have taken friction is upward direction means friction is upward direction 2 kg mass means, so this is the rule. So this condition, based on this condition, right? 2 mg by root 2 is more. That I have taken. So therefore tension how much I got? 4 mg by 3 root 2. Am I correct? So 3 minus means here 1 by root 3. Here sorry, mu is equal to how much? 1 by root 1 by 3 only between black 1 by 3. Therefore 2 mg by 3 root 2. Right. So minus means 3 minus 1 by 3. So that is equal to 2. 2 to the 4. 4 mg by 3 root 2 is the tension. Right. This I can write 2 root 2. No need to worry. 2 root 2 mg by 3 means in some cases they will write 2 root 2. In some books they will write 4 mg by 3 root 2. Both are same only. For answer sake only we are converting this 4 mg by 3 root 2 into 2 root 2 mg by 3. So in some of the books they will write like this. So now coming into this T, with this T, so what about the first black then? What happens to the first black with this T? So now take the first black now. So T that equal to 2 root 2 mg by 3 and here mg by root 2. And F is equal to how much will come then? 2 mg by 3 root 2. So if these two I am adding, so how much you will get now? So suppose that equal to, so here T is anyhow the more than mg by root 2. So now I am adding mg by root 2 take common. So 1 plus 2 by 3. So that is equal to 5 by 3. And here T is equal to 4 mg by 3 root 2. So now the friction on A, so the friction on A I can take downwards, right? And acceleration, this is, so here, yeah, friction on A downwards and 4 mg by 3 root 2. So acceleration is upwards. That means no. So this is downwards means acceleration has to upwards is come. Acceleration upwards means this 5 mg by 3 root 2. Here it is 4 mg by 3 root 2. So which is the A is not moving, A acceleration is moving downwards. So A is at rest and B is having acceleration downwards. If B acceleration downwards, T is equal to have taken this much. So with this T, it is not moving. A is not coming up, right? So that's why now reversing. So on block A means now friction is acting on block A upwards consider. So then tension is how much is coming. With the tension, the block 2 is having acceleration or not, we'll check, right? So that with argent also I'll explain, you can understand that. So now on the same first block of mass M, so tension and friction and mg by root. So it is moving upwards consider, then friction automatically downwards. Therefore, mg by root 2 plus friction equal to 2 by root 3 into mg by root 2. So that equal to 5 mg by 3 root 2. So now this is I will take as tension. Right? Tension is equal to 5 mg by 3 root 2 I will take. Right. So now coming into second block, 2 kg mass, 2 m mass. So now tension is here 5 mg by 3 root 2 and friction is equal to 2 mg by 3 root 2. The total will become 7 mg by 3 root 2, but down only 2 mg by root 2. So now also the blocks are not moving. Right? So both the blocks are rest only in this case. So however, tension is 4 mg by 3 root 2 I am taking, the A is not moving. So if tension means it is moving upwards and tension calculating here in this case, so that is equal to mg by root 2 plus 2 means mg by root 2 into 2 by 3 coefficient of friction, then 5 mg by 3 root 2 is coming. Tension. If with this tension and comparing the values, it will be getting acceleration or not. So means if acceleration is here, block M upward direction means it has to be downward direction, right? So if it is moving downward direction means friction is acting upward direction. This value is more either. T means 2 mg by root 2 has to come bigger value than this value 5 mg by 2 plus 2 mg by 3 root 2, right? So how much that is? 5 mg plus 7 mg by 3 root 2 means, so 5 plus means it is more than 2, 2.1 something will come. So there is no acceleration for B also. That is both are in western. So like this model for horizontal surface, I will explain you see once. So yes, see one problem I have taken for horizontal surface. So coming to this. So here I want to find out T, which value is correct. So in this model of problem, consider net force is equal to, here all the values are given. F net is equal to 5 newtons in rightward direction, right? Rightward direction. So then let common acceleration is there, that is equal to 5 A common acceleration. So rightward direction. Then friction will act leftward direction, that is equal to 0.1 into 2g plus 0.2 into 3g. The total is 0.1 into 2g, that equal to 2 plus here 6, that equal to 8 newtons will come. So blocks are not moving, both blocks are rest now. Blocks not moving. So acceleration of blocks is 0. Now separate bodies you take now. To take separate bodies, 2 kg block I will take. So on the 2 kg block 5 newtons. And here friction force is equal to 2 newtons. And there is a tension here. So now if it is not moving consider now, acceleration is 0. Therefore, T 2 plus T is equal to 5. Then T is equal to 3 newtons. Now apply this on this, T is equal to 3 newtons on 3 kg mass. So this is T 3 newtons. And 6 newtons here. 2 into 3, 6 newtons. And here 10 newtons. So now 3 kg is getting acceleration. See, 10 is greater than 9, right? So acceleration is coming here. So acceleration is equal to 10 minus 9 by 3. That means T is not equal to 3 newtons. So I hope you understand. T is not equal to 3 newtons. So that's why you have to change, 3 kg body. Consider 3 kg body. So if you take 3 kg, so as a free body diagram, first free body diagram 3 kg. So now this is 10 newtons. So it is 6 newtons. So tension T. So these are not moving according to the first condition. Therefore, T is equal to 10 minus 6, 4 newtons. Right? So now this T apply for 2 kg block. It should not move right up. The T which is acting on this T. Now here 5 newtons are there. So now friction will be in the direction I will take 2 newtons. So 4 plus 2 is equal to 6, that which is greater than 5 newtons. So then there is no acceleration, right? There is no acceleration because by this applied force. So applied force is less than total frictional force on the block. So in the direction is involved. So tension is equal to 4 is satisfied. 4 Newton is satisfied for the first condition. They are not in moving. So now when tension is 4 newtons, the 3 is not moving at the same way. 2 also will not move. So for example, here individual accelerations you need to find out means they're not moving, right? Because of this friction coefficient, individual accelerations are not there, therefore 0 will come. So to understand, here one more problem I will find out. One more I will see. So there are two blocks now. So one is 10 kg and another one is 30 kg. So this is 10 kg. So this is 20 kg, consider. So these two are connected. So there is a friction here 0.3. Here friction is 0.9. And here applied force is equal to 120. And on 20 kg applied force is equal to like this, that is equal to 100. So now the resultant force is equal to here 120 degree. 120 minus 100. So is the net force, 20 newtons, applied external force. And the frictional force is equal to, so 90 plus 30, 90 plus 60. So 3 into 20, 60. So that equal to F1 plus F2 frictional force in left direction. In the left direction, frictional force is equal to 150. So both blocks are have 0 acceleration. So now what is the tension? We need to find out tension is how much. So similar above will follow. Free body diagram of 10 kg and free body diagram of 60 kg will follow, right? To find out the tension here, we come to know they are not moving. So to find out, take 10 kg block as free body diagram. So on 10 kg, here 120 newtons is there. And in the direction 90 newtons are there. So then this is T. So they are not moving. As they are not moving, T is equal to 30 newtons. So this 30 apply for 20 kg. So this is 30 newtons. And here then, so 16 newtons is equal to 100 newtons. So now the 20 kg is getting acceleration. These two are not balanced forces, right? 90 and 100. So T is not equal to 30, very clear. So automatically to make it a rest, T is equal to 40 newtons is answer. So I hope this more you understand. Similarly, that one also I have to find out, right? So to find out the tension in the string here in these cases, so this is one. So now whereas coming into another model of the problem, so very, very important here it is. So on the incline, two mass are there, M1 and M2. So now, so in this M1 and M2, M1 is lower block and M2 is upper block on the inclination. So me1 and me2, coefficient of friction respectively for M1 and M2. So now here question is, so here we need to find out in this case, when they will move, what the condition if they want to move together. Suppose, let's consider the problem here like this. So they can give the values here. So this is theta. So this is black 1. Sorry. So this is black 2. So lower black is M1, upper black is M2. The respective coefficient of friction is mu2 and mu1. So similarly, so they are moving common acceleration. Let's consider they are moving common acceleration. So they are moving common acceleration means friction is upward direction. And they have individual accelerations also. They are moving common acceleration means write the free body diagram of 1 and 2 separately. So free body diagram of 2 and free body diagram of 1 mass separately. They are moving common acceleration means this one have acceleration and this also have acceleration same, and here n will be there, right? So this is a n normal force between two contact bodies. And now there is a normal force here, that is the normal force, this one is surface and black. So now free body diagram for second black M2, that implies M2A is equal to M2G sin theta minus of me M2G cos theta. This is a N in the direction N and plus normal. So equation 1 consider this is. Similarly for M1, free body diagram of M1, M1A is equal to M1G sin theta minus of mu1 M1, this is mu2 M2, mu1 M1G cos theta minus N will come here, that equal to 2 equation. So that means M1G plus sin theta. From both equation 1 and 2, from equation 1 and 2, M1 plus M2 of A is equal to M1 plus M2G sin theta, adding those two equations. Here minus and plus n get cancelled. So common aberration we have taken now. So that is the formula will come. So minus me2 M2 minus of me2 M2 plus me1 M1 into G cos theta. So n get cancelled. So this A value substitute any one of the equation. This is 3. So common aberration. This is the common aberration they are moving. So substitute in any one of the 1 or 2 equation. 3 in 1 or 2 equation. Check now. So that implies. So M2 into. So the A is coming here. G sin theta minus. So that I am writing. G sin theta minus me2 M2 plus me1 M1 into G cos theta by M1 plus M2 is equal to, first equation I am substituting, M2G sin theta minus me2 M2 G cos theta minus M. So now if we multiply here M2G, M2 here, M2G sin theta and here M2G sin theta get cancelled. So now minus of M2 into me2 M2 plus me1 M1 into G cos theta is equal to, so here minus M1 plus M2 into me2 M2 G cos theta minus N into M1 plus M. I want N value here. So bring this side this direction. That implies. So minus me2 M2 square G cos theta minus me2 M2 square G cos theta get cancelled. So here minus M1 M2. So here G cos theta. Here mu1 is there. And here mu2 will come. Right? M1 M2 mu2. Right? This will become this side. Minus common taken means here minus mu2 by M1 plus M2 is equal to minus N. So this minus N get cancelled. So this is the formula. And here see, our question is, they are moving together or not, we have to find out, and direction of friction we have to find. So compulsory the blacks will move down only, that no doubt. So now here, mu1 is less than mu2, suppose. If mu1 is less than mu2, the normal force between the blacks will come negative, which is abstract, right? So not positive. That means mu1 is greater than mu2. This is the condition, compulsory. mu1 is greater than mu2. mu1 less than mu2 and mu1 is equal to mu2 is not possible. mu1 is equal to mu2 means normal force will become 0. For mu1 equal to mu2, normal force becomes 0, which is also abstract. Normal force between contact bodies never be 0, right? That's why mu1, mu2 should have some different values, and such that mu1 means lower black coefficient is more. So then what will happen, see now? So if you take the free body diagram of M1 and M2, so here, find out aberration here. So aberration of first body is equal to aberration of first one, second one, that equal to A2 is equal to. So g sin theta, so minus mu2 into g cos theta. So this is A2. Similarly here A1, that n neglect, A1 is equal to g sin theta minus mu1 into g cos theta. So aberration is means g sin theta mu1 is greater than mu2. So lower black coefficient is more. So then A2 will become more than A1. Verify once. mu1 is more. The normal force is common between the both the blocks, so that will not affect. So here A2 is more than A1 will come. If mu1 is more, if mu1 is more than mu2, what happens? mu1 is more than mu2, more value here, mu value is more, then subtracted, A1 will become less. A1 will become less. That means A2 is more. So then only there is a possibility both can move together. If mu1 less than mu2, so A1 will become more than A2. That means A1 means lower black, aberration of lower black. The lower black will move separately. If mu1 is less than mu2, then normal force will become negative, not positive. So I hope you understand this example. So like this, the last one I will explain because it is going much time. It is taking much time problem. See, all the problems you can try. Otherwise, in one another video, I will try this one, this model. So here this problem, see. So in this, they have given T value 32 newtons. Here T value they are given 32. So here also 32. So here also 32. T value in the string, both the string is 32 newtons. This is one string connected by spring balance. Spring balance is 32 newtons means these tensions are 32. You can find out easily from the free body diagrams, right? So here the aberration is what? Aberration. And mu1 is given. And mu1 and mu2 value they will mention. Therefore here aberration 4a is equal to 32 minus mu1 into 4g. Similarly here also you can find. So 8a, it is coming like the direction means 8a has to go down. So 8a like that. So in this problem also similar. So here what is the aberration? First of all, they are getting aberration or not, we'll check once. So here T value is not given. And I assume that aberration is moving downwards. So by that I will find out the friction is backwards on both the blocks. So then T minus this friction F1 plus F2 is equal to 3a. T minus F1 plus F2 is equal to 3a. So coming into 6a, so 6g minus T is equal to 6a. So now F1 and F2 find, here cancelling now, adding these two, therefore 6g plus F1 plus F2 is equal to 9a. So now here F1 is equal to, this is 0.1 I think so, or 4 will take, 4 in 4 plus 4, 8 newtons will come. So 68, or here it is 6g minus T is equal to, okay, so therefore T minus F1 plus F2, now therefore here minus will come. So therefore 60 minus 8 is equal to 9a. Then a is equal to 52 by 9 meters second power. Right? So now similarly tension is verifying or not. Which tension is asking? Tension in 1 and 2 is asking, and tension in 6 kg and this blocks here T is asking how to find out. So to find out A is given now, substituting means T will come. So now find out the T value and verify this friction, and A value substitute here and friction value 8. The T value should be greater than this F1 plus F2. Then only aberration will be satisfied. For example, system in equilibrium not moving means, so here in the place of 60 kg replaced by, okay, system in equilibrium means here friction is equal to 8 newtons, tension is also 8 newtons. Tension is 8 newtons means here 8 is equal to mg, then m is equal to 0.8 newtons, 8 kgs. So system in equilibrium, 6 kg is need to replace by 0.8 kg. If I am placing less than 0.8 kg, it will be in equilibrium, right? So aberration of 1 and 2 and this mass is 0. So like this. So here also, here in the K in another is given.